It's an interesting question because the enablement question has been around since information security started, right? We could have been doing a panel on security enablement 20 years ago, and some of the arguments and some of the discussions would have been exactly the same. The technologies would have changed. You know, you're talking about cloud, you're talking about, oh my God, we're bringing BlackBerry, whatever it is. But the fundamental drivers are what they've ever been. And the problem I think we have as an industry is that some of the basic lessons still haven't been learned.
How can information security be a business enabler? Well, I think in today's world, and the way that technology rapidly changes, no longer can information security and IT security people be no people, which was the old cliche among the industry. Instead of telling people no, that they can't use this or that, they have to figure out how these new and emerging technologies could be incorporated into the business. And that goes directly to how the people who will attend today's event and this week's event can become part of the business and helping them achieve their goals rather than inhibiting what they try to do on a day-to-day basis.
So it's really, how do you allow the business to innovate and do new things? So when you look at everything that's changed, we have the way organizations and people work today is fundamentally different. So you have cloud, you have social, you have mobile, things that traditionally haven't been part of business, but they're part of business now, and it's an expectation of people that they want to be able to work that way. So it's our job almost as information security to help the business get into that space, if that's the space that they feel that they should be in, you know, from an innovation area.
Oh, I would love to see as the norm. I would love to see that developers are coming out of school and coming out of their training, and security is as much a mindset to them as whatever language they're learning. You know, whatever language they're learning, whatever methodology they're using to create a product, they have learned to do it knowing that it is built on a foundation of security.
Security being a business enabler, there's many different aspects to that. I guess period one point is, if you're not secure, how can you do business? You know, the data you hold, the information you hold, as we've seen, there's been many breaches around the world nowadays. If you lose your data, you're in big trouble. Whether that be fines from regulatory bodies, or whether that just be you lose your data, you go bankrupt. You know, if you lose your data, the statistics prove that somewhere around 90% of companies, they lose all their data or are bankrupt within a year. So if you look at it pure from a perspective of, do I still want to be in business, security is a massive part of that.
We see business as needing security in order to be able to do its function these days, particularly when you're thinking about cloud, bring your own device, mobile and home working, Wi-Fi everywhere. The technical challenges are phenomenal, and we want to encourage security professionals to really step up to the plate, become evangelists, become business analysts who understand what their employer is trying to do, and to use their knowledge of security to come up with innovative ideas to help the business move forward, rather than, oh, you must have an 8-character password made up of every character in the universe, and just that very blocker feel that we've always seen.
I think the reason it hasn't been happening in business for quite a while is that security, IT security, has always been looked upon as being an IT problem. So therefore, it's a technical problem, and it can be fixed by technology. If you can buy another box of blinky lights, it can fix it. But actually what we're seeing now is businesses and boards recognizing that IT security is not just an IT problem, it's actually a business problem, and therefore needs to be treated like every other business problem, and needs to have the input of people with good understanding of the business, how the business operates, and what it needs to do to keep it secure.